So once in a while, I like to pose questions to the community. Now, mostly it's Giants related, but we're all fans of football. If you're going to root for the NFL or root for college, we're all fans of football first. And to me, I would love football all year round if I could have it, but sometimes that's not always realistic. Uncle Lou, you don't necessarily know me, but I'm tagging you on Twitter, and you'll probably, hopefully, end up watching this video. But you have an interesting perspective because you covered college sports and because you rooted for the Atlanta Legends. And I, enjoy your channel as well, and I think you would have an interesting perspective. So the question is, and I'll cover your answers later in another video once, this video has been up for a little while. The question is, also I'll leave timestamps in the video. The question is, how would you guys improve leagues like the AAF and like the XFL? Now, I know not everybody's a fan of these leagues, and maybe you don't want spring football at all, and you're entitled to your opinion. But obviously surveys have been done, and it shows, that people really do want football. Now, I know Capizzle weighed in on it earlier today on Twitter, but I'll also be tagging him as well, just to kind of get his feel for it. Now, here's my concept, and here's my thought process on this. This would be essentially undermining talent from the NFL, which not everybody's going to be crazy about. But I believe that's the only way these leagues can survive. Because, yes, these leagues have a tendency to bring in high-profile executives, GMs and whatnot, owners of the league. They're able to get the TV time. They're able to even get some former high-profile players or journeymen that were in the NFL, or people like a Trent Richardson or Johnny Manziel that didn't quite work out but have close to the amount of talent to play in that league. But it's not enough. The quarterback play usually suffers in these leagues, and the talent really doesn't spread out throughout the league, and eventually these leagues die because there's not enough eyes, and people need a rooting interest. So my thought process is, give kids another avenue. Recruit kids straight out of high school. When I was a kid, I remember local players like an Aaron Hernandez, like a Tabucky Jones, like Jordan Reed. Successful players that I followed in their college career and eventually made it to the NFL. So you get buzz around that. Imagine if one of these kids actually went to somewhere like the XFL. Now, I know there's legality issues in it that I'm not covering, and maybe the XFL has a rule against this, but I believe this is what these leagues need to do, and also essentially undermine the college product as well. Take away from the NFL a little bit. Target these kids in college. If you're a high-profile player, not all of these kids want to go to college, get a college education, and then go to the NFL. For the ones that do, go to college. But there's some kids that want to earn money, and they want to do football as a career. Well, this gives them another avenue. Instead of going to college or even staying in college, they have the potential to actually come to one of these leagues. I mean, it's going to be a controversial topic, but when I look at it, these colleges, we've already floated the idea of paying these college players. You're just giving them another avenue. So imagine somebody like a Trevor Lawrence potentially withdrawing from Clemson and going to play in the XFL. Would that be such a crazy concept because he wants to get paid earlier? That's just my thought. Now, it's not necessary that any of these players would do that, but that's just a concept I put forward because it's going to bring more eyes and more fans to these types of leagues. Either way, guys, this has been One Giant Rebuttal. Please like and subscribe, and go Big Blue!